up and then just push forward. But as you can see on the kills, it's just prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. I think Gunchy and Jake are picking up quite a few kills.
So we actually have a look at the scoreboards, as you were saying. Let's see what's going on. Top of the leaderboard for prophecy there, Gunchy 12 and 4. That is phenomenal. Everyone else, though, seems to be having a pretty mediocre scoreline. Shane 2 and 2, Jake 9 and 8. Swanee actually, some people tip him as one of the best players in Europe, and he's just not.
I think this is one of his worst events. From playing with us, it didn't seem like it was just playing against Swanee. It seemed like another standard AR player. Not in a bad way, because he probably is just having a few bad games, but as you can see here, he's just having another one. But Toby also having a bad start. But that seems to be the case in every single SK game. They start off bad and try and bring it back. Yeah,
obviously all of the SK series going to 3-2. SK at EGL as well, they ended up in the loser bracket from day one, and then they managed to come back. So I don't think anyone's counting SK out at the moment in time. We know that they're so capable of getting comebacks, and as soon as they get the momentum going, they just absolutely smash through loser brackets.
Prophecy here going into the good side with a 1-0 lead. They got the momentum. Gunchy, if he keeps picking up the kills he is, on the good side, you'll see even more from him, because the spawn trap is just, if you get it right, then you can reload flags constantly throughout the whole game.
So now I'm on board with Jake there, managed to pick up first blood on this half, up against Vapes, 3 alive for SK, and now Gunchy picks up 1. Jake picks up 1 more on road. That's 3 down for SK. Jake's not going to go for the spawns. Black is on brick. But there you go,
Vapes got a lucky spawn there. I think he spawned mid-market instead of at the back green.
3 down there for Prophecy. Swanee needs to pick up that kill. Doesn't. 4 down right now, but they managed to get the back flag spawn. They're not going to spawn road, so they seem to be okay for now. Shane's just going to stun. Gets 1 stunned over at the crate side of the map. So Prophecy is
right here, they don't need to push out. So they're just going to be holding, waiting for SK to do their push. Because SK got the 4 feet, like they got 4 down, but it wasn't in the right place to push up to get a flag. So they need to be picking up the kills around their spawn instead of mid-map. They need to keep Prophecy push back, pick up the kills there, then push in.
Right, so now I'm still on board with Shane. Let's see if any Prophecy player is slightly further up. Swanee sitting back there, trying to pick anyone over. Cages. Mac there gets a great kill onto Jake, and let's see if he pushes up into mid-map. He has to sit back. Black gets a kill, team kill onto Shane. He needs to pick up this kill though, managed to pick up Vapes, and Swanee is still sitting back in Cages, picks up the kill. Gunchy and Swanee now going to have to start pushing on the map as AHAR's Jake there gets taken up by Mac in that corner, but Gunchy cleans him up, and now they're going to push and try and get a hold of mid-map.
Swanee will be pushing up to platform here, but Black's taking him down again and gets a nice 2-piece. He should be pushing into KJ and just trying to get Jake on spawn, so we should see his head little pop up at the end here.
Now let's see, Jake now having to wrap back around to his flag. Stuns are coming in. Black there gets that great kill from Cages. Gunchy needs to push in and try and stop SK from putting a flag. SK actually looking dominant on this side. Even though it's the worst side of the map, they seem to have Prophecy pushed back a lot of the time.
I think that's because Prophecy are playing a bit more. They're not really sure of themselves. I think after losing, they're just doubting themselves a bit, so they're not playing to their ability. They're just holding back and just trying to hold a 1-0 lead for as long as they can until they get a lucky break, just fall down, then push out. But it could, playing like that could also work against you.
Jake managed to pick up 2. Gunchy picks up 1. Jake needs to pick up this kill. Doesn't get the kill. Vapes cleans up Jake there, so that's not going to be a flagpole for Prophecy. Now I'm going to be on board with Gunchy. Gunchy moving towards the mid-map area. Checks if there's anyone towards the road side of the map. There isn't. Let's see if he wraps around towards platform. He's not. He's going to go over to road, but he hasn't seen a player in a while, so I can expect that SK are pushed up right about now.
Yeah, we can see someone pushing in through road.
There you go.
Toby will flanking the other side as well.
So SK actually pushing both sides of the map. What do you think about that? Do you think it's important to push both sides of the map, or do you want to push one and hold down the other?
Preferably you want to push one side, because pushing both, it's sort of a bit desperate. You're just trying to you're not really got any control, so you're just trying to flank in as much as you can and catch them by surprise. But you never really get a flag like that, because they'll get split spawns constantly.
Alright, so I'm on board with Gunchy. Smoke comes in now. SK definitely pulling out everything they can. They only need 1 more flag to force an overtime here. Vapes picks up 1. Vapes picks up 2 headshots there. Jake's going to be back on his flag. And he's getting the wallbang there. Picks up a great wallbang headshot onto Vapes. Managed to shut him down. And 20 as well. So Prophecy going to be able to try and get some map control right about now. But
judging by this, I think Prophecy will take this map. Moving on to the MSD, which I'd say is SK's stronger the game type, definitely against Prophecy.
Well, normally when you're watching the Spanish teams playing, it's SK losing the Search and Destroys and winning the CTFs,
that's
just
because
barely.
We barely won our Search and Destroy against the Spanish team as well. I think their Spanish team's best game type will be Search and Destroy mainly, because I think that's what they used to be until they started coming into competitive a bit more and moving over.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think the Spanish teams have a better Search and Destroy game than the other European teams?
I think they just go through stuff a bit more, play it a bit more, so they really know what they're going to do on maps. They know little spots that most players don't, pre-stuns and things like that, and a stun at the start of a game can win you an S&D.
So here we go, I'm on board with Gunchi. Gunchi is on the platform side of the map. He's just pre-aiming towards green, and now he's going to pre-aim towards the top. Doesn't actually manage to see anyone, he's not able to get any shots.
Now Swanee spawned in cage. See, with Gunchi being platform, you'll always get that side spawn. So they'll be coming in from road now as well, so Shane needs to be careful here.
Another smoke goes down, and SK really need to make a pull here. This is going to be their last attempt if they want to get this flag out of there. But Jake's actually playing really smart. He's lying on his flag. So even if the SK try and get a sneaky pull out, they're not going to be able to pull out that flag.
Yeah, that was smart play because it takes I think 20 seconds on this map to run a flag without being stunned. So Jake's just laying on it, waiting until it gets 19 seconds, and then they've won the map basically.
And there you go. Look at the
Shane with a
scoreboards.
surprising score, 8 to 10.
Oh yeah, look at the scoreboards at the end of this. Toby going 9 and 19. Shane going 8 and 10, but
another score you wouldn't see Swanee usually dropping as well.
13 and 14. Normally you're seeing Swanee drop the big numbers, but it looks like Gunchi at least was able to pick up the slap, going 21 and 14, doing that AR roll. Maybe just a bad game for Swanee.
Jake is doing most of the work there for them.
Yeah.
But Toby doesn't really step it up either. He needs to start stepping it up a bit because from what I've seen, his starts of CTFs have been quite bad, and that can really lose it because I think they lost their flag on for the first minute there.
Yep.